A World War II vet gets in another battle, this one for his property. Thanks for joining us. I'm Jamie Soretta.
I'm Andrew Spino. ODOT wants to expand the highway in front of his house, but he tells Fox 25's Phil Cross the state is not playing fair. It's a story you'll see only on Fox.
He's a member of the greatest generation, served during the Battle of Okinawa during the Second Great War. He went on to serve the city of Noble as a school teacher for nearly 3 decades. But now James Ferris is overwhelmed and caught up in a legal battle he never saw coming and didn't want to fight. James Ferris knows every tree on his property.
They were about 6 inches high whenever I planted them.
He planted nearly every single tree when he moved here in 1963.
This land was primitive. It hadn't had anything done to it, period.
The trees provided more than just scenery. They also provided security.
Cedar trees planted at highways for a sound barrier and privacy.
But now that highway is too small for the traffic it carries.
Well, I didn't have any problem with building the highway. I wanted them to take it half off both sides of the highway, but they couldn't do that because of the cemetery, and I understand that.
Ferris believes the state's first offer of $37,000 for his property was too low.
We are bound by federal law not to disadvantage any of these property owners.
Terry Angier speaks for ODOT. She says the department tries very hard to make fair offers to property owners.
Out of 100 homeowners, we were able to negotiate without any incident 96 of 100 homes in this area.
ODOT says Ferris's original counteroffer of more than $265,000 was far too high, so mediators reached a middle ground.
Yeah, I was going to accept it.
But Ferris says ODOT held up the $58,000 settlement, so he hired an attorney.
I am not aware of any requirement for Mr. Ferris to have had an attorney to use his money.
ODOT's attorneys requested a jury trial, which means more legal battles and more stress for the 86-year-old veteran.
Well, it's tough. I don't like to deal with legal deals. That's not my deal. I don't handle that well, to be honest about it.
ODOT says it wants to settle.
These are taxpayer dollars that we're working toward, so we try to have the best agreement on both sides so we can move on with our project, which is really the ultimate goal.
Ferris has accepted some money from ODOT, though it's still more than $20,000 less than what the state paid for land with no trees just down the road. And he says at his age, he's given up on the idea that he'll ever see full-grown trees in his front lawn again. Andrew?
All right, Phil Cross, thank you. Ferris's attorneys are now asking the court to step in, keep ODOT from removing his trees. ODOT says it needs those trees out of the way to relocate utility lines they need to continue this $40 million expansion project.